Welcome. In front of me is a Realme 6i, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this phone. So starting off, we're going to begin with the dark mode, which can be accessed through the notification panel. Yep, there it is. So you can simply tap on this toggle right over here, and this will turn on a system-wide dark mode. Now additionally, you can also, I believe, hold the toggle, and this will quickly take us to the settings where you can, number one, turn it on or off. But additionally, you do have the options to set it up as a scheduled dark mode, which is a really nice feature. I really wish that a lot of other devices would have this. Or also sunset to sunrise, which basically both of them will allow you to set it up. So as an example, during the daytime you have it in light mode, and during the nighttime you have it in dark mode, which is what I'd consider one of the best alternatives here. Because other than that, other devices have it that you either turn it on or off, and there is no like in between. It won't be switching automatically. So highly recommend checking this out. Now moving on to the next option, it's gonna be home screen mode, which allows you to switch how the home screen actually looks like. Right now we have the up drawer version of it, so you can swipe up to get an up drawer. I still have pages and stuff like that, but you can navigate into the settings, and from here we're gonna go under the display. Not here, where was it? Let me quickly find it. Here we go, home screen. So it's under home screen and wallpaper, and then home screen mode. And as you can see, there's the drawer mode and the one that we have enabled by default, but we also have the standard, which is kind of ironically something that I wouldn't consider standard. This is what I would probably compare it to like an iOS experience with an iPhone, where all your applications are smack in the middle of your home screen and you don't actually have a app drawer. And lastly, we have the simple mode, which basically shortens the amount of applications you have visible on your on a single page on the home screen. I believe you also don't have a app drawer with this one, and this is specifically designed for, well, I guess elderly people. Just so it's a little bit easier to use the device. And you do have an image how it looks like right over here whenever you switch between them. I'm gonna still stick with the normal one. I'm not gonna boot it into any other one, but if you want to, you can just test around in here. So moving on to the next option, it's gonna be the wake screen for notification. By default this is disabled, so when you get a notification you won't have any kind of like indication apart from the sound. But you can set it up so, for instance, your screen lights up, the device basically locks or unlocks itself almost, so basically lights up in the lock screen and you can see that you get a notification. And if that is something that you want, all you need to do is go to the notifications and status bar in the settings, and in here we'll have the toggle for it. So just quickly scroll down, there we go, wake screen for notification. When a notification is received, so simply turn it on, and there you go. Once you get a notification, it will now light up the screen for it. Now moving on to the next option, it's gonna be the screen of gestures. So this will allow you to basically activate certain gestures when the device is locked, like this, when nothing is visible on it. So all you would do is draw some kind of pattern on the screen, and it will activate the gesture. So let me quickly show you what we have to do. So let's open up settings and go to the convenience tools. I believe that's where it is. And we have gestures and motions, and then screen of gestures. Turn them on, and there we go. So we have draw and O to open up a camera, grab V to turn on flashlight. This is a really neat one. So if you enable this, and now as you can see it's not enabled. I'm not going to be pressing anything, as you can see. So well, you did see the drawing up here. It shows you basically your thing, and for some reason it only turns it on, so we do have to turn it off ourselves. That's not necessarily the best case scenario, so let's just find a flashlight and actually turn it off. Okay, it turned off after unlocking itself. Okay, so it looks like we can unlock the device to turn it off. But as you can see, we have a couple here. And moving on to the last option, which is also going to be associated with the gestures. It's just going to be the normal gestures to navigate through the phone. So all we need to do is go back to the convenience tools, and right here we have navigation buttons, and from here we have swipe gestures from both sides, which will remove the buttons from the bottom and allow you to use gestures. Now these ones do work fairly good. They're basically what every device uses nowadays. And if you never use gestures in your life, the quick way: swipe up to go home, swipe from the side to go back. As you can see, there's an arrow appearing. Once I let go, it goes back. Same goes from the other side. And to the swipe up, we have two different swipe ups. So we have swipe up quick one to go home, and swipe up and hold to go to the recent. So now additionally, one last thing that I'll tell you about the gesture navigation is, for a majority of the people, when they try to use gesture navigations at the beginning, they tend to try to swipe basically on this tiny little bar, which is right here. It's barely visible on the camera, but it is there. So people try to swipe up on it, but by doing so, basically, as you can see, the device wants me, or accepts it as a kind of swipe up and down on here, which sometimes people don't want to do that, but it's just kind of how it works. So to combat this, if you want to activate the home gestures, so basically swipe up to go home, start the swipe on the black bezel, basically not on the screen but off of it from the bezel and then onto it, and this will ensure that you always get the gesture correctly. Now that being said, this would conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I want to share, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.